What makes a villain in Drive Who? Deconstruction. In the vast expanse of the universe, there exists a rich tapestry of complex characters, each with their own motivations and backstories. But one thread that weaves its way through the fabric of Doctor Who is the concept of the villain, the quintessential bad guy, the arch nemesis, the nemesis. But what makes a villain in Doctor Who? Is it a straightforward matter of good versus evil, or is there more to it? One of the most iconic villains in the Doctor Who universe is, of course, the Master, a renegade Time Lord, once a close friend and ally of the Doctor, turned rogue. But what drives the Master's actions? Is it a desire for power, a need for control, or something more nuanced? Perhaps it's a sense of abandonment, a feeling of being left behind by the Doctor, and subsequently by society. Another key figure in the Doctor Who universe is the Dalek, a single-minded, extermination-focused creature that sees the universe as a vast, exploitable resource. But what lies beneath the Dalek's surface? Is it a deep-seated fear of being alone, of being different? Or is it simply a manifestation of its programming, a reflection of the horrors it has witnessed and perpetuated? And then, of course, there's the Doctor himself, often the hero of the story, but not always. When the Doctor becomes a villain, it's often a reflection of his own fears, doubts, and insecurities. His darker impulses are revealed, and we are forced to confront the fact that even the Doctor is not immune to the allure of power and control. What makes a villain in Doctor Who is not just about the character's motivations or backstory. It's also about the way they interact with the Doctor, the way they push him, test him, and challenge him, the way they make him confront his own weaknesses and limitations. It's a dance, a pas de deux, with the Doctor as the protagonist and the villain as the antagonist. So, what makes a villain in Doctor Who? It's not just about good versus evil. It's about complexity, nuance, and depth. It's about exploring the gray areas between right and wrong and challenging our assumptions about the nature of morality. It's about creating characters that are multidimensional, flawed, and relatable. And that's what makes Doctor Who's villains so compelling. They're not just one-dimensional cardboard cutouts. They're fully fleshed out characters with their own stories, motivations, and arcs. They're the yin to the Doctor's yang, the dark to his light. And it's this dynamic that makes the show so compelling, so thought-provoking, and so worth watching. So, the next time you are watching Doctor Who, take a closer look at the villains. Don't just see them as the bad guys. See them as complex, multi-dimensional characters with their own stories to tell. And remember, the line between good and evil is often blurred, and the villain is not always the one who's wrong.